And we are live. Welcome in, everybody, to an unkept wall tonight. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're all doing really, really well. I need to shave. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. But I'm really excited. I couldn't go without talking about Investor Day. And Melissa and I had watched our Hallmark Channel movie tonight. She's in there talking to her family, I think, on the phone. And I said, you know what? I'm kind of bored. Before I go to bed, I need to talk a little bit about the investor meeting that they had this week yesterday at Disney. They had the big, huge investor meeting. It's the big day. It was the day when they talk about all things Disney that's coming up. And we're going to have fun with it. I want you guys to participate as well as we kind of rank. I'm going to go over as many as I can. And we're going to kind of rank what we think of the news of the things that are coming. See what we think, whether or not we like it, we don't like it. I know that a lot of other places tomorrow night, especially, I really recommend tomorrow night you join Disney Dan, as he has some special guests, as he's going to talk about Investor Day, put his own spin on it, and the folks he's going to have is going to be fantastic as well. I'm sure there's going to be some yin and yang going on with a lot of the folks that'll be there. It's going to be fantastic. Be sure to check them out. But tonight I'm going to talk about it with you guys. I really wanted to talk about this. It's going to be cool. And before we do that, let me say hi to everybody in the chat. And before we even do that, Dean over at The Live Place. Check him out, theliveplace.com. Family-friendly streams throughout the week. Dean is the guy to go to for content. If you're looking for a stream, he's the guy to go see for sure. We have two partner channels, Disney Dan and Steve's World. Check those guys out as well. Dan goes live, of course, again tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Disney Fiasco. And then he'll be on with me on Sunday for Disney movie review. Steve and I are kind of taking a hiatus right now. With Sports Night, we're trying to reinvent that in some way. We may be switching nights. It's been difficult. Saturday nights have been really, really hard. So we're trying to maybe reinvent ourselves with Sports Night. We want to have some sort of collaboration, so hopefully that'll change in some way, but change for the better. Other than that, let's get started. We have Mike Klemovich is here. Ray Castro is here. Welcome in, Ray. Good to see you. Cynthia Candy Mom, one of our members, our first member, is here. Cynthia, good to see you, dear. Mr. Cruise Fever is here as well. Good to see you. Sarai Cruz. Hey, Sarai. Good to see you. Shiny's here. Shiny Prisma. Shiny. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Let's see who else is in here. Alex, the filmmaker. Margie Butcher. Welcome in. Ashlyn Mitchell's here. Sandra Cunningham. Sabine Francis. Sabine, good to see you. Griswold Family Vacay. Welcome in, guys. Good to have you here. There's VP. Adventures with VP is here. What's up, VP? Good to see you, pal. Another one of our members. Samantha Lowe. Samantha, good to see you, dear. Hope you're doing well. I think that's everybody. Ray J, another one of our members is here. What's up, Ray J? Good to see you. Rob Fuzz, what's up, Rob? Good to see you, pal. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping in. Rob kind of talked about this a little bit today on his as well. Al V is here. What's up, Al? Good to see you, buddy. Been a little bit. Haven't seen you in a while, Al. Hope you're doing well. There's everybody. Looks like everybody's good to go. But so we'll kind of break this up into different sections because I know that Disney did that as well. Where are we going to start, though? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, everybody. I just brought it all up at one time. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, my gosh, that's terrible. All right, so let's go back a little bit. Everybody, I'm not used to going live on Friday nights. Can you tell? Because I'm not even prepared. But Disney did all kinds of different avenues that they talked about. Obviously Marvel, they talked about Star Wars, they talked about Pixar, they talked about animation studios, they talked about Hulu, they talked about a lot of different things. So there's a lot coming for sure. But there were several things that really stood out to me that I was excited about that I want to touch with you guys. Michael and Bella's Travel Channel. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Alfred, welcome in as well. There's Brian, another one of our members. Brian's West Coast Disney Adventures, Star Wars section, Marvel section, everything else section. You know what, Ray J? That's a good point. But I still want to talk about it because there are other things in other sections that I was really, really happy about. And I kind of want to go over those. So I think we'll start with what I think is coming out on Hulu that I'm actually really excited about. And let me find it because I want to talk about that one first. So Hulu's got several different Hulu original TV series that are coming out. Some of you guys might watch some of them that are out there now. Bobby Hand, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Shalom from California. Nathan Rita, welcome in. Will from England. Will England, Portugal, welcome in. Emily LSU Mom is here as well. Thank you guys all for dropping in. Look, I apologize to Pete. I didn't realize Pete was going live. Pete goes live every night. But I didn't realize Pete was going live. So I apologize, Pete, publicly. I know he's live right now as well. So thank you guys for all dropping over here. I appreciate it very much. But thank you all for being here. Again, this was like literally last minute. I was like 10 minutes ago. I said, you know what? I'm going to go live for a little bit. I want to talk about this. Had to get it off my chest. Gene, welcome in. Good to see you as well. Sorry I have to go, but I will watch this on replay. Happy holidays. Sarai, have a great night. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. So Hulu has several different shows that are coming out. They have something called Dope Sick, which is coming out, and it kind of, just like it sounds, it's about, how do I word this correctly? I don't want to give away, I want to make sure I say the plot correctly. It is about drugs. It's about drugs and drugs getting out of hand in a local town, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody in the chat can kind of correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, he's on the TV and I'm on the phone. How come he gets the TV and I get the phone? I'm just kidding, dude. They just announced today on Disney Plus that Hocus Pocus is coming to Disney Plus. We're going to talk about that. We are going to talk about that. What did Brian say? Brian says, did they say anything about Disneyland moving to Texas? Nope, they didn't. Not at all, Brian. That probably won't happen either, buddy. Just want to say hi. Just want to say I'm so excited for Encanto. Really nice to see Colombia portrayed in a positive way. Avery, there you go. I agree. And we're going to talk about that. Disney owns land in Virginia. Yes, they do. They were originally thinking about, Cynthia, building, remember, they were going to build a resort in Northern Virginia. They didn't do it, but they were going to. So Hulu's got a couple original series coming out. Again, Dope Sick, it's going to have Michael Keaton, Rosario Dawson, who played, of course, Ahsoka Tano in The Mandalorian right now, and Peter Skarsgård. So they're going to be highlighting or headlining that show. Again, I don't know a lot about it right now, but they are the ones that are headlining it. I thought that was really, really cool. Jackie RVing to Disney, welcome in. Good to see you. Another one they have is something called The Dropout with Kate McKinnon. Not a lot of information on that. Looks interesting. But that is also coming. But the one for me that I'm really looking forward to, and I'm going to pull this one up. I did it again. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to do that. It's literally pulling them all up at one time, which is not what I wanted to do. But I will pull this one up first. So here's the one that I want you guys to see. Let me pull this one up for you. I apologize. Can you tell I'm not in sorts tonight? Usually I'm a lot better than this. Now I'm starting to act like Carlos. I'm just kidding Carlos. I know he's asleep, so I can kid with him now. So this is the one that I don't even know if any of you guys will even care about this one. This is the one. It's called Only Murders in the Building. I think it looks really, really cool, to be honest with you. I love Steve Martin. I love Martin Short. They're all really, really good. Selena Gomez is going to be in there. She's very talented. I think this is, obviously I'm assuming this is going to be some sort of comedy, but it's coming to Hulu. This one interests me. I don't know if any of you saw this one. I actually think this one looks pretty good to me. It looks like it could be fun. I like the idea of it. Only murders in the building. How that works, I don't know specifically, but I think it looks neat. I'm really excited for it. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, I'm a big fan of Martin Short. I'm a big fan of Steve Martin. I think they're really, really cool. Guys, don't worry. We're going to get to all of that. We're going to get to it. We're only going to run for about an hour, but we will get to it for sure. It does. To me, Will, I think it looks fun. Again, they didn't show trailers for a lot of stuff, or stuff they did show trailers for. Sometimes they had it copyrighted or licensed, so they couldn't show it to us. So that was kind of a bummer. So we didn't see everything. What's up, Noah? Good to see you, buddy. It should be a great movie. I hope so. Michael and Bella's Travel Channel. Again, I don't know if it's going to be just a movie or if it's a TV series. I think it's a series, though. There she is. There's Melissa. Welcome in, dear. Good to see you. But I could be wrong. We'll have to see as time goes on. But I am really, really looking forward to that. So they were the only ones that they really announced on Hulu. And the other thing that Disney did announce, and I'm sure you guys have all heard this, they do have a, this is going to sound weird because we kind of kidded about this earlier. They're going to have an adult version of Disney Plus. What it basically means, and anything that's over G or PG, like rated R type things like Deadpool and Die Hard and those types of things. The more adult, movies are going to be on, I think they call it Star or something along those lines, where you have to get a password to get in, which I think is smart. I think they need to do that. It's a good way to have parental controls. And all those different things will be available as well. And I like that idea. I think they need to do that. Drew Myers, welcome in. Good to have you here. And Ryan McDowell. What's up, Ryan? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here, pal. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think the Only Murders in the Building is actually a series. I don't think it's a movie. I think it's a series. I actually kind of hope it is a series. I would like to see more than just one. The Bomo, welcome in. Good to have you here. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. So we'll see. I think it looks good personally, just from the fact of who they have in it, and I like the title of it as well. Again, they didn't give us much of anything else, so it's hard to really say, oh my gosh, I'm in love with this, because they didn't give us much more. But that was that one. And those are the ones that are available on Hulu. They also have something on Hulu called Nine Perfect Strangers. Interesting title. Again, I think this is going to be a series, or it's going to be a movie specific to Hulu. It's going to have Nicole Kidman, Melissa McCarthy, and Regina Hall in it. All big name actresses. So that's going to be big budget right there. I think that's kind of interesting as well. We'll see. But for me, the Only Murders in the Building, I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10 for me. I think I'm really interested in that. I think that looks awesome. And then for this one, the Dropout, probably a 4 out of 10, probably won't watch it. Dope Sick, same thing, 4 out of 10, probably won't watch it. And this Nine Perfect Strangers, 4 out of 10, probably won't watch it. It just depends. Certain things with me, you got to pique my interest like that, or I probably won't watch you. So I'm one of those that's really, I'm a tough cookie to crack, or I'm a tough sell. Melissa will tell you. It takes a lot for me to go, oh my God, this is going to be fantastic. As for reality TV, they're actually dipping into the reality TV end as well. They're having a Kardashian series come out. I guess they're still popular. And that'll be coming as well. But that's not something either that I'm interested in at all. That's a 0 out of 10. I will not watch that, period. But again, that's just me. You guys might be interested in that. If you are, they do have a Kardashian series coming, for what it's worth. Walt is very particular. Melissa is correct. Look, I've said this before, and I always argue with Jeff Dole Whip Dad about this. I'd rather have quality over quantity. I don't believe in the whole throw everything up against the wall and let's see what sticks. I'd rather you didn't do that. I'd rather you just come out with a few things and they be phenomenal. Because if you come out with 10 things like Star Wars has, and we'll talk about them, how many of those 10 are really going to be good? 3? Maybe 4? I'd rather you just, I don't know. But that's just me. Yes, I am, and I am critical. Jim Moore Sunshine, please welcome in, buddy. Good to have you here. And Debbie Bernfeld. Welcome in, Debbie. Good to have you all here. Thank you all. It's no, never late. I agree. Cynthia's correct. I usually don't watch series unless it's really, really interesting. Well, that's the thing for me, Ray J. It's just got to be something that's going to catch me from the very beginning. And usually if it does, if it's something that catches me from the very beginning, I'll stay. And I'll stay till the end. I thought maybe the dog wanted to get out, but he doesn't. But that's the thing. It's got to catch me in the very beginning. And so far, I don't have a ton of shows to do that. So there you go, reality TV. Now let's go over to FX. Because Disney does own FX now. It's part of their umbrella of what they own. And they do have some stuff coming to FX. And one of the things they have coming, what is KUWTK? Am I missing that? What is that? I don't know what that is, but if someone could, I'm not good with acronyms. The first 3 Star Wars. We'll see. We're going to talk about that. But before we do that, I'm going to go down one at a time. So FX has something called The Old Man. It's going to have Jeff Bridges in it. They didn't really give a lot about what the show is about, but it does have Jeff Bridges. I'm interested. I'm going to give that about a 7 out of 10. I probably might give that a run once I get a little bit more information into it. I think that one might get a good C for me. They also have one called Why the Last Man, with the letter Y. And from what I hear, it's going to be highlighted by Diane Lane, who I do love. Diane Lane. I used to have a crush on her when I was a kid. So Diane Lane is going to be in it. It's called Why the Last Man. But the one for me, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Yeah, I'm sorry. Now I got you. Thank you, Jackie. It took me a minute. I just was talking about them too. I got it. Thank you, Sabine. My apologies. I don't pay any attention to the Kardashians, so it just went right over my head, even though I was just talking about them. But the one that's coming to FX that really, really caught me, and I'll talk a little bit about it, is this one. Alien. So Ridley Scott, the producer and director of the original Alien movie, he is part of this. He's part of the creative team on this. And the reason why I like this is because one of these xenomorphs, one of these aliens, this story takes place on Earth. So they're not out in space. The alien has gotten to Earth. That is really, and it's as scary as it sounds, it's really interesting on how they're going to do this. Is this going to be one of those invasion kind of things where the aliens start infecting everybody, and then we've got one alien becomes 5,000 aliens, and then it's us against them? It really piqued my interest when I read about this. And the fact, at first I was like, alien. But then when they said it takes place on Earth in the not too distant future, that's when I was like, that sounds good. And that's the thing. There you go. Alex says it. Can't wait for the show. The original Alien movie with Sigourney Weaver was okay. I liked it. I didn't love it. I loved Aliens, the second one, where they go to the planet where all the aliens are. That's my favorite for sure. Craig's Robotics, welcome in. Good to see you. Will Sigourney Weaver be in it? They didn't say. I hope so. In some capacity, that would be really, really neat. I think that would be really neat. If she could be in it, I think that would be fun. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I think that one really piqued my interest a lot. I was really happy to hear about that. So that was FX. Next, I want to talk about, we're going to talk about the National Geographic side of things, because I know we're going from FX and all that to National Geographic. I want to save the big ones for last. Where have I heard of an alien virus before? Yeah, I don't know. I wonder where. All the time now. It seems to be. Yeah, the BOMO, it's true. They freak a lot of people out. They, having that mouth inside the mouth that comes out. Oh, we're the home team, so they should lose. Let's hope so, Ray J. I don't mind those types of movies, but I don't like when the good guy loses. I never have. I go to the movies to see the good guy win. I've always said that. People are always like, nah, it's too predictable. I'm like, sometimes I like predictable. I like it when the good guy wins. The good guy doesn't win in real life that often. So it's nice to see him win here and there. So they'll advertise it with a chest burster popping out of Mickey Mouse's chest. Let's hope not. Hey, Mike's Adventures, welcome in. Good to see you. Yep, don't worry. We'll get there. But let's talk about National Geographic for a minute, because they've actually got, if any of you are interested in National Geographic, they have several new shows that are coming. And a couple of them I'm really excited about. By the way, just to go back really, really fast. I already gave my grades on them. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. So National Geographic, the first one that they announced is one of the first ones that I was really happy for from the very, 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 very beginning. I think this could be a really fun show. A lot of you younger folks probably aren't gonna know who this is, but it's called Cousteau, and it's all about Jacques Cousteau, and it's got behind-the-scene footage of him when he was alive. He was one of the first people to really ever take us under the water and really learn about the sea and what's in the sea and the lifelike creatures that are in the sea, not lifelike, but are alive in the sea. And it's got a lot of behind-the-scene footage of him when he was alive. This one really piques my interest a lot. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10 for me. Jacques Cousteau, for those that are my age, we know who he is. He's a legend in the business. So I'm really interested in that one. Bomo says, the Marvel Hero Project. My little nephew is a Marvel hero and has his own comic book from the show. Wow, that's awesome, Bomo. That is really, really cool. James Ryan, what's up, buddy? Sorry to be late. I got caught unaware. Hello, all. James, by all means, man, this was last minute. Just was bored, and I wanted to go live, and I asked Melissa, and she said it was fine. I think so, Jackie. I actually really like Jacques Cousteau, always did. I really think this is going to be a fun series. It's a documentary. It's a docuseries. But I think it's going to be really, really interesting and a lot of fun. So I'm excited for it. I can't wait. I can't wait to see that one. So that one's coming. Another one that's coming is something called Genius. Now, they've done these in the past. They did one on Albert Einstein and a couple other folks they did it on. But this one's going to be on Martin Luther King Jr. That one, too, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. But that one is also coming. It's called Genius, and it's going to be based on Martin Luther King. That's going to be interesting as well. I highly recommend that one. Melissa gave me permission. Yes, she did. So check that one out. Another one that's coming is called Secrets of the Whales. It's going to be an original series. It's going to get into the different types of whales and kind of follow them in the water and their lifespan and their journey. I think that's going to be really, really interesting. I'm going to give that one a 5 out of 10, though. I've seen a couple other whale shows that are really, really cool. So I'm going to give that one probably a 5 out of 10. And Genius, Alex, could be really, really good. And I know they've had some other episodes. Undersea animatronics. No, these are all real, Brian. Which is actually good in a lot of ways. It's good to see these types of shows. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting, Will. I really do. So the first one on the list that's coming that I think actually looks really, really cool. And I'm interested in this one. This one's going to rank probably about a 7 out of 10 for me. Is this one. It's called A Real Bug's Life. So this one's going to be all about them going in and watching the most minuscule bugs and their day-to-day life and how they live and interact and the trials and tribulations of real bugs. And I think this one really looks cute. I think it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm interested in seeing what type of bugs they choose to follow. I'm giving that one easily a 7 out of 10 for me. That one looks to be a lot of fun. Bomo says, 8 if you guys want to watch Battling Braden. He is still active and travels to Africa, Central America. He wants to go everywhere. Nice. What do the bugs talk? No, Cynthia, I wish they probably do in their own way. Oh, yes, we're watching it, Melissa. I'm sure it's not going to be anything that's like really creepy crawly. It might be, though. Yes, a live-action Bugs Life movie. That's exactly right. Will says that'll be fun. Reminds me of Bugs Life. Yeah, and that's what it's kind of taken after. Courtney Cook, what's up, Courtney? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm excited for it, too, to be honest with you. Glenn says, Walt, did you hear that Disney is doing a live-action movie of Pinocchio? We're going to get to that. Glenn, we're going to get to that. Again, we're just getting started. We're going to talk about all of them. Yes, it is a bonus for sure. So that's one of them as well. Secrets or A Bug's Life, A Real Bug's Life. But the next one, I'm also really, really excited about this one. And I think a lot of us will be excited about this one. We used to watch, Melissa and I used to watch this one show as they went to different cities. I don't remember what it was called. Melissa, you're in the chat. If you remember we used to watch that show on National Geographic, or I can't remember the other channel, where they would go to different states and show all the big highlights of the states. This is something along those lines, but it's called America the Beautiful. And they're going to go around America and show a lot of the different national landmarks and the parks, the national parks and different beautiful areas of America. A lot of it is going to be filmed, or was filmed, during the pandemic when there was not a lot of flight and not a lot of stuff going on, by a fighter jet. And we're going to see it from their perspective. I thought it looked really, really neat. Hey, Grayson Powers, welcome in. Good to see you. It's going to Disney next week. That's awesome, buddy. Good for you. Let's see what I was going to say here. But me, this is one I'm very interested in. It's called America the Beautiful. I can't wait to see how they do it. I can't wait to see where they go. I think that one looks to be like it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, I agree, Melissa. I love it too. I can't wait. Remember, we did that one. It was a show. I don't remember the name of it. It's too bad. But they did a different state every week. It's really neat. It was really, really cool. I loved it. I thought it was great. Share us out, folks. Let everybody know. We got 37 in here watching right now. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for an impromptu stream like this. I appreciate it very much. Or I think it was 37 in here watching, or 27. But either way, thank you guys for being here. I think I got the number. Aerial America. That's what it was called, Melissa. Good job. Yep, Aerial America. That was an awesome show for sure. All right. Next up, again, we're still on National Geographic, but they got so much stuff coming. Another one that they have for National Geographic, and somebody talked about this one a little bit earlier. I think this one does look pretty cool. And it stars Chris Hemsworth. It's called Limitless. I guess they kind of take him around the world and kind of test his limits. What the body can endure, what the body can do, can't do, and different things like that. This looks really fun. They did have a slight, they did have a small trailer on this, so if it's available online, go to YouTube. When we're done, check it out. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I think it looks really, really neat. Everybody loves Chris Hemsworth, and it's going to be awesome. And that's also on National Geographic. I can't believe you remember that too. She can't remember what she had for breakfast. Yeah, I think so too, Alex. There's a lot on National Nat Geo. I was really surprised with the amount of shows that were coming that I was like, oh wow, I want to see that. Oh, and by the way, to go back for a second, Cousteau is probably a 7 out of 10. Genius is, like I said, probably a 5 or 6 out of 10. Secrets of the Whales is going to be probably a 4 or 5 for me. A Bug's Life is going to be a 7. America the Beautiful is going to be an 8. And then Limitless is probably going to be a 7. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree, Margie. I agree. I think it looks good. And then the last one for National Geographic is also another one along the same lines of Limitless, but it's going to be a little bit different. And it's called Welcome to Earth, and it stars Will Smith. He's going to go around the different areas of Earth, and he's going to explore like Everest, go to volcanoes, do all kinds of really different things. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be like an adventure type show, and it's going to star Will Smith, and I think that looks really cool too. I'm giving that one a 7 out of 10 for me. I love Will Smith, but it's funny because they're taking the line from the movie Independence Day when he punches the alien and he goes, "Welcome to Earth." And they're making a series out of it on National Geographic. So I think that one looks really cool. I think it'll be fun. I think they'll do a good job with that for sure. What's up, Keith? Big Disney fan. Welcome in, buddy. I don't know if I said hi to you earlier, but I want to make sure I say hi now. But 44 likes, guys. Thank you so much. And I appreciate all 26 of you here watching. I like the documentary Nat Geo for sleeping in on Sundays better than Golf Channel. Amen to that. I agree. I'm not much of a golf guy. G. Wilson, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well. Thank you guys again for being here. I appreciate the support. Again, last minute stream, but I wanted to go on. I wanted to kind of talk about this. I think it's going to be fun. And we definitely got tons of streams this weekend coming up, and I hope you guys can make it for all of them. So after National Geographic, I want to go back to the Disney. I guess we'll go to the Disney television series that are coming. And I'm just going to talk about these really, really fast. They do have a Disney television series. I wish Dougie was here. Called The Mighty Ducks Game Changer. And yes, Emilio Estevez is reprising his role. He is coming back as Gordon Bombay. He's in it. It's a newer take on the Mighty Ducks. I think it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm interested in it. It's going to get a 6 out of 10 from me. I think it looks really, really neat. But that's one that's coming for sure. Let's see. Sorry, I just want to make sure I don't miss any comments, guys. And I apologize if I do. Let's see. What else is coming? Also, Turner and Hooch. You guys remember Turner and Hooch? Tom Hanks starred in the movie. I think it was back in the 90s. Called Turner and Hooch. Well, they're redoing Turner and Hooch. And it's going to be Josh Peck. If you remember Josh Peck, he was Drake and Josh. And he's going to be in it. He's going to be starring in the role. I think that's going to be cool. Most likely to watch these while I should be taking my exams. I don't know how to take them while I'm in quarantine. It's true. I know what you mean for sure. But the Mighty Ducks, again, probably an 8 out of 10, 7 out of 8. Turner and Hooch, probably a 6. I don't know that I'm going to watch that one, but it looks like it could be interesting. Oh, Reggie, you're going to love that then. Next one is called Big Shots, and this one's actually starring John Stamos. John Stamos is he's an NCAA coach who kind of loses his cool, and I think he assaults an NCAA player, gets fired from his job. Think Bobby Knight, somewhat, and has to basically go back to the beginning, and he has to become a high school basketball coach. And he's actually coaching an all-girls team. He used to coach men's basketball in NCAA. Well, now he's doing girls' high school basketball. And it's a girl-empowered type story. John Stamos is starring, and it's about a girls' basketball team, and there are trials and tribulations throughout the seasons. It looks pretty good. I think it looks really, really good. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I like John Stamos. I think this one could be a lot of fun. Yeah, there you go. Alex says it right there, and it's true. We'll see. We'll see what happens with it. I think it's going to do. I think it's going to do well. I really do. I think it's going to really resonate with girls, and I think that's going to be a big thing. We'll see. All right, let's see what else we have. Oh, you guys are going to be mad at me for this one, but they have a new series coming out called Beauty and the Beast, and it's a prequel. I don't know that it's going to have Gaston in it. It's going to have LeFou in it. And Josh Gad and Luke Evans are reprising their roles from what they said. But I don't know about this one. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if it's going to be centric to Gaston or not. But we'll have to see. That one's going to get a 2 out of 10. I don't think I'm going to be watching this one. Al says, glad I caught this one. December is a busy month for me. Wife, grandson, and son having birthdays. Plus, I finished the dining room table and bench I built for my younger son. You and Melissa still tops. Thank you, Al. I appreciate it, buddy. Merry Christmas to you. And happy birthday to all the family members. My birthday is this month, too. It's coming up. Not that anybody will remember. Well, listen, my family remembers. But, even work doesn't remember my birthday. And I think a lot of it's because it's right in between Christmas and New Year's. I love it, the fact that it's right there. But everybody gets caught up in the holidays and they forget. Arlene, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. That's awesome. Keith, congrats, buddy. That's awesome. So Mike says, I think the Beauty and the Beast one looks good because if it's the backstory of everyone, will it also show the Beast and Cogsworth and everyone? I don't know. They didn't really give us a ton of information on that. It didn't strike my fancy. I didn't like the live-action movie Beauty and the Beast. Animated one was so much better. Agreed. Gene, 100% agree. Right. That's the thing, Brian. I don't know. It might not be. I mean, Luke Evans is a really good actor. I like him a lot. So we'll see. See, look, Brian already, you forgot. Nope, it's not the 28th, pal. It's the 29th. But you were close. I'm just kidding. It is the 29th, though. Wow, you have my admiration. I am the father of 2 and can't imagine 5. Oh, Margie, I know. Good for you. All right, so next one, and this one I am interested in. Now I gotta show you an old picture because they didn't have a new picture, but they're doing a retelling of the Swiss Family Robinson. I am super excited about this one. This one's gonna roll for about an 8, 8.5 to 9. I know that's my highest so far. Jasmine Williams, welcome in, Jasmine. Good to see you. Yes, we are. We're talking about all the stuff that was announced yesterday. This one's going to get an 8, almost a 9 for me. I know you guys are probably laughing. Got home a little bit from Magic Kingdom. The weather was wonderful. That's awesome, Marlene. I hope you had a good time. Yeah, but this one for me is I'm sorry. I'm really excited for Swiss Family Robinson. I enjoy that story. I've enjoyed the different iterations of it that they've done over the years. I'm hoping they don't sway too much from it. They can do somewhat of a new take, but not too much of a new take. I still want it to be something where they're really stranded. You know, no cell phones. I don't want that kind of story being told. Well, happy birthday, Courtney. That's awesome. Yep, they finally remembered they had Swiss Family Robinson, and I think it could be a lot of fun. Margie, I love it too. I love the story behind it. I really hope they do this right, because I am excited for it. Oh, Mike, go back and watch it. Disney's actually done it twice. The one I showed you, I think, was the first one, the one that goes really far back, and then they did another one before. I think it looks cool. Al says, "Hooray on Swiss Family Robinson remake. Love the original. That little boy always misbehaved." Oh, I know. I like the story though. I've always liked the story. High school, and I think I watched some. It's good. I think it's a lot of fun, but that's just me. I think it's going to be great. So let's see. And 2 other ones that they did announce. They announced a Percy Jackson and the Olympians that's coming. That one gets probably a 6 out of 10 for me. I know my youngest son Mason's probably going to give it a 9. He's probably going to watch it. And then they had something called the Mysterious Benedict Society. They showed a trailer for it. I don't know about that one. I'm probably going to give that probably a 5. I'm not really as excited about that one. But that's just me. Let me just get that out of there so I know what I've already talked about and what I haven't talked about. National Geographic. All right. So let's now talk about Star Wars. Because we've actually got a lot to talk about here. Yes, it is, James. I agree 100%. Good stories. Yes, Mason does have high hopes for Percy Jackson, and I hope it's good for his sake. We'll see. That's what Melissa says. You know, they did Percy Jackson. They did Percy Jackson before. They've done it. They've done a couple of the movies, but we'll see. So for Star Wars, there's a ton of stuff coming. I mean, there it is right there. They have something called Children of Blood and Bone. I don't necessarily know that that's Star Wars, but it's definitely Lucasfilm. Star Wars Visions is coming. The Mandalorian's coming back. Star Wars A Droid Story, which is going to be based on a new droid, but R2 and C-3PO are going to be in there. Lando's going to have his own series. Rogue Squadron is coming. Ahsoka Tano is going to have her own series. Rangers of the New Republic is coming. Willow, if you guys remember Willow is coming back, and they did get, isn't that terrible? I can't think of his name, but the original guy that played Willow is coming back to reprise the role, so that's going to be awesome. They were also got the show Andor coming with Cassian Andor from Rogue One. He's going to have his own series. The Bad Batch is coming. That is animated, going to be based off of from the Clone Wars, which is coming. Of course, Indiana Jones 5 is coming. They do have the big guy himself, Harrison Ford, is coming back for another film. But they did say this will be the last one. So how this ends, I'm not sure. Going to be in some of the new Star Wars stuff. I don't know, Mike. I don't know if they will or not. Indiana Jones is coming back. But I saved the 2 that I'm most interested in for last. Obi-Wan Kenobi is getting his own standalone series. I'm interested in that one a lot. I think that Ewan McGregor does a fantastic job as Obi-Wan Kenobi. They also got Hayden Christensen to come back to play the role of Darth Vader. That's very interesting. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm interested in that series a lot. That's probably going to be an 8 out of 10 for me. And then they have the series called The Acolyte, where they're going to kind of go back. It's going to be Sith related from what I'm seeing, if I'm not mistaken. I'm really interested in this one. This one's going to be a 9 for me. I'm really interested in The Acolyte. So they've got a lot coming for Disney Plus and Disney movies when it comes to Star Wars. Will said, do you think they'll ever do another National Treasure movie? I hope so. I enjoy the National Treasures. I think they're fun. Willow is like 30 years old, Melissa. It's a very old movie. They better make Indiana. Well, yeah, the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is horrible. I'm sorry, and if you liked it, God bless you. But I don't like it. Let's see here. But the next Indiana Jones is going to be the last one. They said it. They said this will be his last adventure. So we'll see what happens. I think he's going to hang up the fedora and the whip. But we will see. What did Alex say? He said, I lost my mind when they announced Hayden returning for Kenobi and Rogue Squadron. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know how that's going to go. I wasn't really happy with him in the movie of all three of the prequels. I don't think Hayden Christensen did the best job. That said, he didn't work with the best scripts either. If you guys have watched me for a while, when we talk about those movies, you know how I feel about them. But we'll see. Yeah, the Lego sets were really good. All right, so what are we going to talk about next? You know what? We got a couple more here that I want to talk about before we get to Marvel. I want to talk about the live action movies that are coming to Disney or Disney Plus that are coming out in the very near future, because there are some exciting ones. The first one they have, and I think we're all excited about this one. Let me pull it up, because this one is going to be awesome. You've all heard about it. I know Melissa is excited. I know my son Mason is excited. And they're doing a Hocus Pocus 2. All the actresses are back. Sarah Jessica Parker, Kathy Nanjamoy, and of course Bette Midler are all reprising their roles. It's going to be exclusive to Disney Plus. It's not going to be in theaters. It's going to be at Disney Plus. But they are in production already of a Hocus Pocus 2. Some people are not fans of this. We love it. We think this is going to be awesome. Yeah, Jackie, I'm okay with seeing Hayden Christensen again, too. It's not that big a deal. I hope he does well. But Hocus Pocus 2 is coming, and that one is really exciting. Look, Hocus Pocus 2 is never going to win an Academy Award, but it's a fun, campy movie. I think it's going to be awesome. We will see, but I think it's going to be really, really fun. Yep, Hocus Pocus is coming back. I don't think they'll mess it up, Melissa. I really don't. I think Bette Midler and them will do their best to make sure they're really, really respectful of the original and try to keep it on line with that in some way, shape, or form. I hope they bring the kids back. That would be really a big coup if they can get the kids to come back too. They also have something else that I'm very interested in. I don't know if everybody else is. This is a remake. I think this could be a lot of fun. I like who they got in it. But they're doing a remake of Three Men and a Baby. And Zac Efron is going to be one of the dads, I'm assuming dads, in the movie. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen Three Men and a Baby. They did that movie with Steve Guttenberg, Tom Selleck, Ted Danson. And then they did a sequel to it called Three Men and a Little Lady. They were both really, really cute. They were a lot of fun. But they're going to do a remake, and they're going to have Zac Efron star in it. I think that's a really cool idea. I like this. I think it could be really, really cute. I'm looking forward to that one. I think that one's straight to Disney Plus, if I'm not mistaken. So I think that one's going to be a lot of fun. Bomo says, how much do you feel is too much for a first-run movie to watch at home? Would you pay up to $30 for shared devices like a TV? No. I'm probably not going to do much of the premiere with Disney Plus, to be honest with you, because at this point, it's just Melissa and I in the house. And even if we go to the movie theaters and pay $10 to see a movie, that's still only $20. And we usually don't eat popcorn and stuff like that. I don't know yet. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Jackie says she doesn't know how she feels about this one. Melissa's saying the same thing. She's torn. Jackie feels personally attacked. I love the originals. Look, I've never been a big fan of remakes. I've said that from the very beginning. Give me original content. But, hey, it is what it is. We'll see. I think there's a possibility that this could be good. That's all I'm saying. I think it could be good. All right. What's the next one I want to talk about? So here's the next one that we're going to talk about. As grandfathers. Al, that might work, actually. I like that idea. That could actually work. Brian says, I saw both of these movies. They don't need to make a remake. They don't need to remake it. Need original. Oh, exactly. Well, Brian, I've been saying that for forever. But you know what? Remakes, they work for Disney. Look, whether we like them or not, I'm not a fan of any of the live-action remakes that Disney has done from the animations. Lion King, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella. I haven't been a fan of any of them. But they make money off those movies, man. They really make tons of money. People come and watch them. It's bottom line. So they're going to keep doing it. Bob, One Stop Mouse, what's up, buddy? Welcome in. Good to see you. And Mike Miller, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Debbie says, sorry, guys. I am signing off for the night. I am very tired and not feeling well. Oh, I hope you feel better, Debbie. Feel better. Thanks for being here. Everybody say goodnight to Debbie and wish her well. Hope she feels better. All right. So next one for me. I am really interested in this one. I think this one's going to be a lot of fun. I know Melissa's interested in this one as well. And that's Disenchanted. It's the sequel to the movie Enchanted. Now, I don't know about all of you, but we went and saw Enchanted in the movie theaters. And I had absolutely no expectations for this movie. Zero. Amy Adams, Patrick Dempsey, Cyclops, I can't think of his name. He's in it. Oh my God. I'm drawing. Isn't that terrible? I'm drawing names. I can't think of their names. But all kinds of stars in this movie. Enchanted, Debbie, have a good night, was a lot of fun. That was a really fun movie. They had some really good songs in there, like That's How You Know and some other songs. And now they're doing a remake to it called Disenchanted. I'm excited for this one. That's going to be about an 8 for us. We're definitely going to watch that one. Yeah, I have hopes for that one too, Melissa. I agree. Yeah, Alex, it's true. It's coming. I mean, I think it could be really, really good. They bring in, as far as I can tell, they're bringing everybody back. James Marsden, that's his name. Thank you. And Tim Robbins' wife, that played the bad guy. I can't think of her name. I want to say Sharon Stone, but it's not Sharon Stone. It's isn't that terrible? She's in Bull Durham with Kevin Costner. Oh my gosh! Somebody tell me her name, please, before I get. I'm gonna kick myself in a minute. But anyway, she's the bad guy. She was the bad witch or evil person in Enchanted. I'm assuming they're gonna bring her back for this. I think they should bring her back. Oh my God, Melissa, what's her name? All right, see if somebody can put it in the chat before I look it up. Susan Sarandon. Thank you. That's it. Susan Sarandon. Absolutely. Yes. She was in it. I think this movie could be a lot of fun. I think it could be a lot of fun. But we will see. I'm excited for it. Another one that I'm really excited for is, and I'll tell you a quick story on this. This one I'm really excited for. Sister Act 3. They're going to be doing a third Sister Act. So, I never saw Sister Act, the first movie, in movie theaters. I saw Sister Act, the original, at court. I went to jury duty. So I'm sitting in jury duty waiting for them to call me in for a case. And I'm sitting, you know how you have to go in the waiting room and you wait till they call your number and you go in. Well, they're taking all day to call my number. And I sit there and they put movies in. They put Sister Act in. And I'm like, I got nothing else to do. So I'm sitting there. I started watching this movie. I loved it. I'm watching Sister Act and I'm loving it. And I'm getting near the end of the movie and I'm thinking to myself, please don't call my number. I want to see the end of this movie. And they didn't. They didn't call my number, but I was so enthralled by the movie. I think it's awesome. I loved it. I thought she did such a great job. It was awesome. It's so much fun. Sister Act 2 was okay. The first one is absolutely hilarious. I love it. And Tyler Perry's producing this one. So I have high hopes for this one. It's going to be an 8 for me as well. I'm not a big Whoopi Goldberg fan, but I like her movies. I think she's awesome. The original is, she's fantastic in that movie. She is absolutely wonderful in that movie. Mike knows every line. And the songs they sing are just perfect. They take rock songs or pop songs from the 50s and 60s and seamlessly interject them into what would be church music. It's awesome. I love it. I think Sister Act is such a fun movie. It's awesome. Some of the other ones they have coming is something called Flora and Ulysses. That's coming in February. Not really, I don't know too much about it. I'm going to put a 4 out of 10 on that one for now. We'll see. Oh yeah, she's awesome in Color Purple for sure. Cheaper by the Dozen. They're doing a remake of Cheaper by the Dozen. It's going to be a little bit, obviously it's not going to have Steve Martin and Bonnie Hunt and all. Oh, excuse me, that burp is sponsored by D&G Explorers. It's going to be a new take on that for Cheaper by the Dozen. Diary of the Wimpy Kid is coming back. I think it's going to be in animated form, though. It's not going to be live action from what I saw. Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild. So you remember the two little ferrets or whatever they were? And then Simon Pegg had his part in that. I think it was the last one. It's going to be about his character. And Simon Pegg is going to voice him. So that's kind of interesting. They also have a Night at the Museum movie coming out. Another Night at the Museum. The problem is it's going to be animated. It's not going to be a live action. Which I know Melissa's probably happy about because with no Robin Williams anymore, with Robin Williams being gone, it's kind of hard to really kind of recast that role. But they are doing a Night at the Museum. Let's see here. Quiz. From what Whoopi movie? Molly, you in danger, girl. Oh, that's Ghost. That's Ghost, Al. That's her character in Ghost. That's what she says to Demi Moore. Because Molly is Demi Moore's name in the movie. It's Ghost. Yep. There you go. Good job. All right. So let's see here. Well, how are they going to do a Night at the Museum without Robin Williams? Well, Mike, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be animated, so they're going to go a lot of different ways with it, I'm sure. But we'll see. But they are doing one. That one's going to probably be a 6 out of 10 for me. I might give it a look because I love Night at the Museum. Good night, Debbie. Oh, Courtney's catching up. They're also doing, of course, Jungle Cruise is coming with The Rock and Emily Blunt. That's a 6 out of 10 for me. I'm not as interested in that. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. We'll probably see it. But I won't rush out to the movie theaters to see that. That's coming. I'm sure you all know about that. And then they're doing a Lion King prequel. I don't know how they're going to do this. I think it's supposed to be about Mufasa when he's young. That one's going to be a 6 out of 10 for me. I'm still not sure how I feel about that. But they're doing a Lion King prequel. So keep your eyes out for that. I don't know what everybody in the chat thinks about that, but let me know what you think about that in the chat. That one's coming too. They also have Chippendale Rescue Rangers is coming. I think that's going to be kind of cool. I think that could be fun. You know what, Alex? I'm not going to get into all the ESPN sports stuff that they talked about. All the ESPN stuff. I'm not going to put that in there. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming for that too. But Rescue Rangers, Chippendale are coming. They have a Peter and Wendy movie that's coming. That'll be live action that's coming. Of course, Cruella is coming with Emma Stone playing the lead role of Cruella de Vil. That's also coming. Wow, 50 likes, guys. Thank you so much. This is amazing. Thank you all for being here. We still got 38 people watching. This is awesome. Of course, we talked about Disenchanted. But the one that I'm really excited for, and I probably would have not been excited about this until they announced who was playing the lead role. And then I got excited. And that's Pinocchio. I love Tom Hanks. There's very few things that Tom Hanks is involved in that's not good. He has that new movie coming out in December it's coming out in 2 weeks on Christmas Day called News of the World. I think he's actually probably going to get nominated for another Oscar for this role. I really think it's going to be good for him. I could be wrong. Just from what I've seen of the trailer, it looks phenomenal. He looks like he's going to be fantastic in it. I'm not a big fan of the live action remakes, but I think this one could be a good one. I'm assuming he's playing the role of Geppetto. I don't know. They haven't really said, but he's the lead in the movie. I'm excited for this one. This one's going to be a 9 for me. I'm a huge Tom Hanks fan. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that one either. Pete and Wendy, that could be cool. Could be, Brian. We'll see. It could be, Drew. They could. They might. They could. 1 hour is almost up. I saw him looking at the clock. Not really. I don't have a clock. We're getting there. We're almost done. I promise. Yeah, he is. I mean, there's very few things with Tom Hanks that I'm not a fan of. And Robert Zemeckis, that's right. And Robert Zemeckis is helming the movie. He's I don't know if he's producer or if he's director, but he's in it. He's definitely has his hands in it. So I agree. They Don't Ruin This Movie is one of my faves. Sabine, that's the thing. That's why I never watched. I've not seen. So I'm going to kind of take back my point from earlier. But the only live action I've not seen so far is Lion King. I won't watch it. Lion King is my favorite Disney animated film of all time. I'm not ruining it. I'm not ruining my memory and my feel for The Lion King by watching the live action. I can't do it. So I get what you're saying. I do. I totally get it. He might be the whale. You never know with these remakes. They can take a turn. That's true. They could. What was the whale's name? Monstro. I think his name is Monstro. Awesome, yeah. We'll see. I think I'm very interested in this movie. I'm very excited for it. I think it could be awesome. Now let's get into Marvel. I think we've hit everything else. Oh no, Disney Animated and Pixar. Pixar's got tons of stuff coming. Soul's coming. Something called Pixar Popcorn, which are going to be some short ones coming. Hey, Cousin Trio, welcome in. Good to see you. Noah and... Is it Luke and Noah? I think it's Luke and Noah. Good to see you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for being here. They got Doug Days coming. Doug is going to have his own little series, which is going to be cool. They've got a Cars series that's coming. They've got a series called Win or Lose that's coming. Ryan Todd, welcome in, Ryan. Good to see you. They've got a feature film called Luca that looks really good coming. Turning Red is coming, another feature film. But the big one for me, and I got to find it, that's coming from the Disney Animated. I'm really excited about this one, and I hope everybody understands this. Is Lightyear. This one I am so excited for. This is the one that's a 10 so far for me. I know that sounds funny because it's Disney Pixar, but Lightyear scores a 10 for me. Now, a lot of folks are saying that, Chris Evans is going to voice Lightyear. Everybody's upset. Why isn't it Tim Allen? And this is what I keep saying to folks, and I hope that everybody understands this when I say it. He's not... Let me get out of here real fast. Tim Allen is the voice of the toy Buzz Lightyear. But this story is about the real Buzz Lightyear, because the toy is supposed to be based off the real person. So the toy is going to have a different voice than the real person. And that's how that's supposed to be. That's the take they're putting on it. And I'm okay with that. I'm a real person. They might have a toy about me, and the toy might have a totally different voice. And that's what they did with Buzz Lightyear. Tim Allen is the toy Buzz Lightyear voice. Chris Allen is the real person Buzz Lightyear. Because supposedly that toy is based off a person in the story. So I think it looks good. I think I'm excited for it. It is light years above the rest, Melissa. Look at her with the comment. That was awesome. Turning Red does sound DreamWorks. I thought the same thing, Drew. I thought the same thing. But this one, I'm big on this one. I think the Lightyear. I'm a big Buzz Lightyear fan. Woody's my favorite, but Buzz is like 1A. Walt the bobblehead. I'd be alright with that. I would love a bobblehead of myself. That would be cool. But that one's a biggie. Yeah, it does. Sabine, I think this one sounds really exciting too. We will see. We will see. We will see. So that's your Pixar. Disney Animated, they have Raya and the Last Dragon coming. The Baymax series is coming. That one looks pretty good. Raya is a 6 for me. Baymax is probably a 7. They also have a Zootopia series coming, which is going to be kind of neat. They also have a Tiana series that's coming, a Moana series that's coming, a movie called Iwaju that's coming, and Encanto. Somebody was talking earlier about it. It's based out of supposed to be about those in Colombia. They all look really, really good. Probably all in the 6 to 7 range for me. So that's those. Last but not least, guys, let's touch on Marvel, because we got to talk Marvel, because that was kind of what everybody waited for. They saved the best for last. There's tons coming from Marvel. I'll go over a few of them first, and these I'll go over the ones that I have somewhat of an interest on, and then other ones that the ones I have the big interest on, I'll save them for last. I think you're right, Avery. I think that's exactly what that ultimately is going to be like. Yes, and Avery was talking about Encanto earlier. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Yep, it's coming. It won't be long. I wish they would have given us a little bit more. We couldn't see any of the trailers. So if they did a trailer, we didn't see it. Yep, and the Moana series is coming too. I'm interested to see how they do these series. Is there enough of a story there to really give us different episodes? And how many seasons can they go? So I'm interested to see how they do some of these. So one of the ones that's coming out, obviously, is Black Widow's coming. Don't forget about Black Widow. It was supposed to already be released. Black Widow, the movie, is coming. They also have something called What If, which is an animated series. It's kind of where roles are reversed. What if Captain America wasn't the guy that got the super serum? What if it was Peggy Carter that got it? Something like that. It's called a What If series that's coming. That sounds kind of interesting. The Black Widow is a 7 for me. This What If is probably a 5. I probably won't watch it. They also have Miss Marvel coming. I don't know anything about Miss Marvel. I don't know who she is. That one's probably a 5 for me. I don't know who she is. Captain Marvel 2 is coming. I did not like Captain Marvel, the first movie. That one's going to be probably like a 3 or 4 for me. I know you guys are all going to be mad at me. I was not a fan of that movie at all. But it is coming. They also have the Eternals. The Eternals is probably like a 7 for me. That one's coming. I think that one's going to be really, really good. And I think I actually had... I'll pull this up for you. The Eternals is coming. It's going to have Angelina Jolie is in it and other stars in it. It's going to be awesome. Looks like it could be really, really cool. That one's coming as well. Anybody interested in the Eternals? Let me know what you thought of the Eternals. If you know anything about them, if you're interested in them, do you think that'll be a fun movie? It's a movie. Now, these right now are all movies that I'm talking about. But I think that's going to be a good one as well. Also, they have something called... Well, of course, Hawkeye is coming. Jeremy Renner's coming back. He's in it, but it's not about him. It's about his daughter. So that one's coming. That one's going to be about a 6 for me. I'm kind of interested in that one. I think that could be a lot of fun. Boomer says 3 or 4 on the Eternals. How about that? Okay. But the Hawkeye is coming. They have something called Ironheart that's coming. I knew nothing about that, but it's supposed to be the person that created a suit of armor just as good or second only to Iron Man suit. So that one's coming as well. That could be interesting. They also have a Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special coming. I don't even know how to go. I don't even know how to think on that. That could be hilarious. It could be terrible. We'll see. That's probably about a 4. They also have something called Armor Wars. That sounds actually kind of neat. That's going to be Rhodey's in it. It's going to be Don Cheadle's in it, and it's basically what happens if Iron Man's suit falls in the wrong hands. That's kind of actually sounds pretty neat, pretty cool. I like that concept. So that's coming as well. We'll see. They also have, of course, Thor: Love and Thunder is coming. We all know about that. Black Panther 2 is coming. They did announce that they are not recasting. I can't think of the actor's name that just passed away. Chadwick Boseman's character. They're not recasting him. So how they write him out of the story, I don't know, but they're not recasting the role. So that was interesting to hear. But Black Panther 2 is coming. So those are some of the ones that are coming. They also have something called, and I don't think I put one up here of it, so I'm just going to talk about it, Moon Knight. Moon Knight is a really cool character. Look her up. I'm really excited for Moon Knight. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. That series looks pretty awesome as well. I have to find the one. I have to bring it up. Okay, so here's the other ones that are coming for me that I'm very, very interested in. And this one we've all seen trailers for. And I think this one looks really good. Thank you, Al. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys hanging in there. WandaVision. I think this one looks really, really good. I understand what it's going to be a direct correlation to Doctor Strange's In the Multiverse of Madness movie. There's going to be a direct connection to that movie. I think this looks very intriguing. It's going to be fun. It's going to be action-packed. It's also going to be something that's going to make us think. I like that. I like the idea of that. This one looks to be a ton of fun. WandaVision, I think, is going to be a hit. That's a 9 for me. I think that one's a 9. The next one that I'm interested in is She-Hulk. Mark Ruffalo will be in it briefly. He does have a part in it. It's not about him, obviously. It's about She-Hulk. But what really makes me excited about this is Tim Roth is coming back as Abomination in this series. I think it's a series. Yep. Tim Roth is coming back as Abomination in this series. That is really, really exciting. Abomination is one of my favorite villains. And I would love to see him back. And he is coming back. So I'm excited about that. Another one that's coming and I think looks really, really cool. I've been really excited about this one. I can't wait for it. And that's Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Now, of course, the 10 rings, for those that don't know, are from the Mandarin. The Mandarin had the 10 rings. We never really got the Mandarin. I'm really excited about this. I'm hoping the Mandarin is in this movie in some way, shape, or form. I think Shang-Chi could be really, really a lot of fun. I think it looks fantastic just from what we've seen. Some of the concept art. I'm excited about that one. You know what, Drew? I'm not really going to talk about Spider-Man 3 because they didn't really they didn't really talk about that. They really didn't talk about that movie at all. But you're right. They are all directly related in some way. You're right. So that's another one, Shang-Chi for me. Of course, another one, I think we are all excited for this one. I think this could be another monster hit, and that's Blade. I think Blade is going to be fantastic. I'm really excited for Blade. It's gonna be a while before we see him, but when we do, I think that one's going to be off the chain. But now I'm going to get into a couple more that I'm really, really excited about. This one is really interesting to me. I just think it's interesting. I'm going to give it a rating of about an 8. And that's Secret Invasion. Samuel L. Jackson is reprising his role as, Nick Fury, and the guy that was in Captain Marvel, the Skrull, is in it, and it's about them taking over the world somewhat. So I think that one looks kind of neat as well. Secret Invasion. That one's going to be an 8 for me, and I'm really excited about that. But the last two I got to talk about. I'm going to talk about this one first. I've been waiting for them to finally touch into some of the new Marvel characters that they now own. And they kind of touched on it. But the Fantastic Four are coming. They have officially said that the Fantastic Four are coming. They didn't give us who any of the people were that were cast in any of the roles or anything like that. But they have now they've put their toe in the water, and they have now officially announced some of these characters that we've been waiting for are coming. Mr. Fantastic, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, The Thing. And you know who that is ultimately going to lead to. It's going to lead to the big bad of all big bads, and that's Doctor Doom at some point. I can't wait for Fantastic Four. It's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be amazing. My son, our youngest, is a little upset because the guy that directed the two Spider-Mans, Homecoming and Far From Home, is directing, and he wasn't a really big fan of those movies. I wasn't either. But I'm hoping he kind of rebounds with Fantastic Four. I'm really excited for that. And then last but not least, and I had to save this one for last because of all of the ones that I saw, this is the one that I was least hyped for. I'm serious. I was not hyped for this series at all. Take care, Cynthia. Have a good night. We're finishing up right now. I was not hyped for this at all. And then they showed a trailer for it. And now it's the one I'm most hyped for. It's going to be a 10 for me. This is the 10 out of 10. And it's Loki. Go out. If you haven't seen the trailer for this, go watch it. It looks awesome. And it doesn't look like your goofy Loki. It looks serious. It looks action-packed. It looks mind-bending. It looks really, really good. I was super excited when I've seen this trailer. I've watched it like 10 times now. I was not a fan of this when it came out. I was like, meh, I'm not going to watch it. Then I saw the trailer and now I'm hooked. That's the big one for me. I know it's probably crazy. I'm not even a fan of Loki. I always thought he was probably the weakest of the villains we've seen in these Avengers movies. But you know what? The trailer, I think that's part of the reason why I liked it, Melissa, because the trailer kind of confused me too. I don't know. See, Galactus to me is not a better villain, Brian, because he's not. I love Victor Von Doom. I think Doctor Doom is when you think Marvel villains, the first guy everybody thinks of is Doctor Doom. It is. I'm sorry. Galactus is awesome. Don't get me wrong, but I want to see Doctor Doom before I see Galactus. But that's just me. But anyway, the Loki trailer is the one I want to see the most. That one is the one for me. That series looks to be phenomenal. I think it's going to be awesome. I can't wait for it. Falcon and the Winter Soldier as well is coming. That one looks pretty good. I think that's going to be cool. Don't miss that one as well. That's probably in 7 out of 10 for me. We'll see. Barefoot Adventures, what's up? Welcome in. We are just finishing up, guys. But there you go. So that is pretty much in a nutshell. And there was other things announced as well. Oh, and the price is going up by $1. Right. Well, Magneto for sure. Yeah, Magneto's pretty awesome too, for sure. And I think they're increasing the price of Disney Plus to $7.99. So expect that too. But guys, there you go. In a nutshell, that's it. That's kind of what's coming. And it's awesome. I think there's a lot coming. I do believe in quality over quantity, though. I don't think they needed all of this. I think a lot of it is going to be a one and done, unfortunately. But that just means other stuff will come. Couple things I want to go over with you guys. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., Melissa and I are doing another resort tour. We will be live from the Contemporary. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. We're going to have a lot of fun. Looking at all the different views, going all around the Contemporary. If we can get over to Bay Lake, we're going to try to get over to Bay Lake. It's going to be a phenomenal time. I hope you guys can make it out for that as we tour the resort of the Contemporary tomorrow. And then Sunday, we are over at Epcot for the last time this year for Festival of the Holidays. We're going to try some more treats over there. We're going to look at all the different places again, go over everything, try some more items that we didn't try. We're just gonna have a great time, and I hope you guys can come in for those two streams as we we head out for the rest of the year. And then Tuesday is a special stream. It is our anniversary stream. Melissa and I are 25 years married next week. And we'll be doing a fun anniversary stream. And we might even be doing it on location. So I'm hoping you guys can make it for that. It's going to be awesome for sure. Yeah, a lot of people going live this weekend. It is. But this will be it for Melissa and I for 2 weeks. After this live stream this weekend and then Tuesday's, Disanity, we're taking our hiatus for 2 weeks. We won't be back till after January. We will be back then. So I hope you guys can make it this weekend. We'd love to see you guys there. This has been fantastic. I do want to also let you guys know that Melissa and I will be debuting our new show called The Kingdom Clubhouse, if I can say it, on Magic of the Mouse Radio. If you haven't already tried to get in there, try to get on Magic of the Mouse Radio. If one of my mods can put in the link to the station, if you have it, it's going to be fantastic. We're really excited about it. It's a podcast show. We're going to talk about all things Disney, and it's going to be a ton of fun. It's going to be fun stuff. It's going to be just awesome. I think you guys will love it. Podcasting is where we started, so we love to do it, and it's going to be awesome. Other than that, guys, I appreciate you coming out. I know this was last minute. Again, my apologies to Pete. I didn't even realize he was going live. I just was like, hey, let's go live. But you guys are all wonderful. I love all of you. Thank you to my mods, as usual. Thank you to everybody who came out. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Tons of stuff coming, for sure, from Disney+. But until tomorrow, hopefully I'll see you. Melissa and I will see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. from the Contemporary for an awesome, awesome stream. Until then, guys, take care of yourselves and each other, and I will talk to you all really, really soon. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.